Welcome to Programming Minds. In this video, we are going to learn what is bubble sort algorithm and how it works. We will see the implementation of bubble sort algorithm using C++ programming language. So what is bubble sort algorithm? So in bubble sort algorithm, every pair of adjacent data is compared and the data is swapped if they are not in sorted order. This algorithm is not supports for large data sets. So let's assume we have unsorted array with elements 16, 35, 29, 37 and 11. So what happens in bubble sort algorithm? Every pair of adjacent data is compared. So in first iteration we will start comparing 16 and 35. So 16 is smaller than 35. So we will keep that data as it is. Then we will compare 35 with 29. So 29 is smaller than 35. So we will swap the positions of 35 and 29 as it is. Okay. We have given here. We have sorted data 29 and 35. Then we are going to check 35 and 37. So it is in sorted order. So we do not need to swap. Then we will go to the next. We will compare 37 with 11. So 11 is smaller than 37. So we will swap the positions like this. We will drop 11 here and we will drop 37 here. So as we see it here, we have completed the first iteration and we have changed the position of 11 and 29. So this happens in the first iteration. In the second iteration we will start again from the first position. So it is in sorted order 16 and 29. So 29 and 35 is also in sorted order, but 35 and 11 is not in sorted order. So we will swap the positions of 11 and 35. Okay, like that. So this is the swap positions of 11 and 35. So this will happen in the second iteration, and in third iteration we will swap the positions of 29 and 11. Okay, like that we have swapped, and in the last iteration we will swap the positions of 11 and 16. Okay, so at the last we get the sorted array in ascending order. So this is how the bubble sort algorithm works. So now let's go to the Visual Studio and let's write program to check how bubble sort algorithm is written using C++ programming language. So let's start by including libraries. Hash include iostream using namespace standard. Write main function and return 0. Let's define one unsorted array which will contain 5 elements. Let's take it as 30, 15, 45, 10 and 12. Okay, let's define one. Let's print a message sorted array. Okay, now let's use for loop where we will start traversing from 0th position int I, and I will be less than I will be less than 5, as we have total 5 elements in the array. So I plus plus, and in this for loop we need to create another for loop. Okay, So int j for the comparing two adjacent elements. Okay, it will also starts from 0, and in this condition j will be less than 6 minus I and j plus plus. Because in bubble sort algorithm what happens, the sorting starts from the end, so it will get sorted from the end as in every iteration. So here we will be checking if array j is greater than array j plus 1. So we will swap the position. So let's define int temp, and we will store array j into temp. Then we will transfer value of j plus 1 into the j. Okay, is equal to array j plus 1 and array j plus 1 will become the which is the value of array j. So as we have seen back in the video, we will be comparing two adjacent elements. So we are comparing the 0th index with the first index. Okay, so in this case, if the first element is greater than the second element, then we will be swapping the positions here. So this is the simple code to swap the two elements in the array. So this is the simple function or the loops we are using to write bubble sort algorithm. So now let's use for loop again and print the sorted array. Okay, so I is equal to 0, I will be less than 5. Here we need to define it as 5. So I will be less than 5, I plus plus. And then here we will be okay, in the body we will simply print the elements. Okay, array I, and we will give some space here, it will look better. Okay, now let's use some handle here and give some space, it will look better. Okay, now let's run the program and check if it's working well. Click on local Windows debugger. Program is running successfully, and there are no compilation errors. So we got the sorted array as 10, 12, 15, 30, 45, and we had the array elements in the unsorted array like 30, 15, 45, 10 and 12. So yeah, this was the successful implementation of bubble sort algorithm using C++ programming language. If you like this video, subscribe to the Programming Minds YouTube channel. Thank you.